Hi guys, welcome to another video by channel Vegan and Frodo. So this video I wanted to focus on my recent cycling adventures, or rather cycling that I've been doing this year, my tours, and just kind of generally talk about one of them, and then I'll make another video on the other one. And that is basically because I have another tour coming up, and it's actually like a little bit less, like in just a little bit over 3 weeks it's actually coming, and it's like came about so quickly. So yeah, I wanted to like just do a quick video chatting about what I have learned in the other two. And well, like this one specifically will focus on the ride Brisbane to Sydney. I'll talk about what I've learned, what I've experienced, talk a little bit about the roads. If you are not following me on Strava yet, check that out if you're interested in the actual routes. Also, feel free to contact me like on Strava or through YouTube or whatever, for the maps, if that is what you want as well, if that will be helpful, if you think it will be helpful for your adventures and that's what you want to do. But basically, let's get into it. Let's start. So, I initially that literally came out of nowhere, that I decided that I wanted to cycle to Sydney. I just was walking out of a building, walking towards my the car park where I parked my bike, and I was talking to my friend, just messaging, and her and I were gonna go away for like a trip, and her car recently broke down, so she was just telling me that she couldn't afford to, basically, which was all good, and I was like a bit like bummed out because I was looking forward to going away and doing something. And it just came to me, like seriously, I was just walking towards my bike, and I was like, well, I can just stay at work and save money or whatever, but I could also cycle my bicycle from Brisbane to Sydney, and that's what I ended up doing. And it was just so incredibly empowering and mind clearing and amazing, really. It was so much fun. Like, it's of course it was very helpful to know that I knew people in the area, even though as you know, I did it solo and I didn't really know too many people on the way, but I knew people in Brisbane obviously, and I knew a couple of people in Sydney, and I was like, okay, we'll be fine. And we were fine. I guess it might take a little bit too long, like go through the whole route and kind of talk about different parts of it, but basically I followed A1, which is the freeway, and I would recommend it. I know there are a lot of coastal roads, like you can go a lot more inland, especially when A1 goes slightly kind of inwards. I'll show you. I have it like over here. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, like here it's starting to go inwards, you know? And here it still goes, but then, so you can, like, there is an option of going like along the coast, like especially if you like go down a bit more and kind of go along the coast more here. But when sometimes I went closer to the coast, like the road wasn't as good, as you can consider freeway good. It depends on how much time you have and what kind of bicycle you're riding as well, because you know there are specific touring bikes for touring as well, and they're a bit different to just the regular road bike or a regular mountain bike or whatever you decide to ride on. But I had a road bike, I had road bike tires. I got a lot of punctures on that trip. That was yeah, I did that. Something that's very important before you go touring is actually get your bike serviced. So change your cassette, change your chain if you need to, get your brake pads if you need to, get a couple of spare tubes, change your tires. Like ideally you do kind of want to be riding on brand new tires, I reckon, because but hopefully the tires that you have had experience on, because some tires are a bit better for racing, so they're a bit slidey. You kind of want to find that medium, you know, the tire that will be running smoothly, but you want also the tire that will have a good grip on the road if it rains, because when you're touring, like, rain can happen and it does not mean that you're going to stop riding. So for my next tour, I'm actually going to try out a couple of different ones. I'll have different tires by different manufacturers, in fact, on front and rear wheels, and I'm going to see how that goes. I'll let you know on that. But anyway, back to this. There are a lot of how do you explain it? Like, there's a lot of trucks on the A1 though, so like you do gotta get comfortable with riding along with trucks and cars that are going at high speed, because that freeway is like 110-kilometer speed limit. So you need to be aware, you need to be confident on the bike, but also you obviously want to stay as close to left as possible, just to be on the safe side, because it is no one else's, your safety is no one else's responsibility but your own. I would also recommend to have high-vis like jacket or high-vis like vest, whatever like time of the year it is. Like really bright yellow helmet would be perfect and would be ideal. I don't have one yet, but I do want one, and